Good morning, guys. Happy Monday. No, not so much. Okay, sorry. Yeah, it's February 23rd now? 22nd. It's February 22nd, 2016, and this is the morning drive. For those of you who haven't watched the show before, basically it's a 17 to 20 minute drive from my house to work, and during that time I answer questions, read comments, and if I run out of those, I just kind of rant. That's pretty much what happens. So, starting off with the first question that I have here, it's from CJ Phoenix. Good morning, as always. How was your weekend? If somehow the world ran out of energy drinks, or heck was banned taurine in drinks, what would you do? Ironic timing for that question, actually. I'm trying now, more than ever, to cut back on energy drinks. If the world actually ran out, I'd probably lose my mind, or have to go through the wicked detox thing that I went through over the weekend, which sucked. It was terrible. It hurt a lot. Friday I think I had half of a Rockstar, because that's what I had left from the Thursday before. I didn't have any Coke, I didn't have anything really. I just drank water, and I had a wicked headache. I was like, okay, well, this has already started, I might as well see if I can get all the way through it. So then Saturday came along, and I was bedridden. I couldn't move. I was like, oh, my body just hurts. Everything hurts. I need caffeine. Just one sip of caffeine will make me feel better. Just a little bit of Rockstar. That's all I need. No, not even a little bit. Okay. So that ended up happening. Then Sunday, it was like, okay, I can move a little bit. I went to my fridge, I looked at what I had in my fridge, and all I had was like a can of Coke and I think it was like a few beers, and I was like, oh, no, I need to get something healthy in my system. So I went grocery shopping in my terrible state and picked up some Sunny D, which does not taste the same as it did when I was younger, which sucks. I got some little bottles of cranberry stuff. The cop. Hang on. This is really awkward. Yeah, this is kind of awkward now. There's a cop right there. Okay, that was incredibly awkward. Sorry about that, guys. That was like a full minute of just dead silence. I had a cop pull up right next to me and just like glare. I was like, okay, I'm gonna be quiet for a minute. Just not make it look like I'm talking to my phone, and not like I have electronic devices all around me. Anyway, so I went there, I got Sunny D, doesn't taste the same. I got little bottles of cranberry juice, and then while I was walking around, I saw this like giant 24 case of Gatorade. I was just like, remember Gatorade used to taste good? So I picked that up, and I realized part of the reason why I like carbonated drinks is because they slow me down on how fast I drink stuff, because 6 things of Sunny D got wrecked in about 5 minutes. They're little, like, they're designed for little kids. I'm not even gonna lie. I got the Sunny D that's designed for little kids. So, anyway, yeah, if the world suddenly ran out of energy drinks or taurine, I think I'd be okay now, because I did the withdrawal thing. Let me find out tomorrow, depending on whether or not I actually crack today and get myself another energy drink. That's pretty much what it comes down to. So, yeah. Anyway, next question is from P.S. I enjoyed the sit and talk on the site. Thank you for answering my questions. I'm unpure on MWG site. Well, that's kind of odd. Oh, your name's unpure. Okay. Yeah, no problem. I had fun answering those questions. It was a good time. Some of your questions were a little odd, and I know a couple of them resulted in like Chris getting messages being like, "What was Quirk talking about? He doesn't even know what he's talking about. Did he even read this stuff?" I ended up getting, like, the person who messaged Chris was mad because I said prayers instead of acts of faith when I was talking about the sisters. I forgot they were called acts of faith, and I honestly thought they were called prayers. Honest mistake. I don't play sisters. I've only got to play against them once, and I think even during the battle report, I kept calling them prayers. And the guy was playing, it's like, dude, they're not prayers. I was like, okay, sorry, force a habit. So, anyway, next question is from me dropping my Gatorade bottle. See? Bottle of Gatorade just fell. Trying not to rear-end a double truck. Holy cow. That's a big truck. As you can hear. Alright. Callum Lick. I think that's how I pronounce your name. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Hi, Quirk. What is the next model or unit you want for your orcs and why? Actually, I already own it. I have to actually get it out of the package and start painting it. It is a Pain Boy. It sounds really boring. I know, you're like, oh, that's kind of lackluster. But for the most part, the only Pain Boy I've ever actually had, I had a proxy in the games. Sorry. I had to proxy it for the games. So I actually went out and got myself one. And now I just have to actually get a chance to sit down and paint it. But it would definitely be the Pain Boy that's sitting in the drawer of my desk. If I had to pick one that I don't already own, I would probably say I would honestly want that the War Boss from Forge World, just because he looks awesome and his bike is sweet. If it was one from Games Workshop, I'd go Flash Kits. I want me some Flash Kits because they're sweet. I just like their guns. They're gross. It's like, oh, let's just roll randomly and see what they can do. Oh, look, I rolled a 1. Guess the AP value. Ah, crap. So, yeah, it was fun. Next comment is from Evan Bertucci. Okay. Evan. Hey man, got a chance to see the Drewston Chronicles film. Very cool. Anyway, I couldn't help but notice that your character sounds like the voice of Michael Caine. He plays Nigel Powers in Austin Powers' dad. Yeah, that was... Now that you mentioned it, I do kind of sound like him. Wait, was it me or was it... Yeah, okay. Yeah, my character does kind of sound like that. I don't know, it was the accent that Dave came up with and was like, I just want you to talk like this. I'm like, okay, I can do that. Let's do this. Let's boogie woogie rock and roll. And threw all the makeup on, I'm like, I can't not talk like that now. It's just my character. It's just me. I've become Mogra. So, that's just what happened. But, yeah, now that you mention that, and now that I've said that, anybody who watches that little film is going to be like, oh, wow, he totally sounds like Nigel Powers. Awesome. Thanks for that. Now it's been heard, now it can't be unheard. Oni Link, since Josh is now at Mini Wargaming staff, can we come in and brush his epic beard? Or can people come in and brush his epic beard? I'm gonna say sure. I have no say over that. You're more than welcome to walk in and try it. I don't know if he would stop you. He might stop you. He doesn't stop any of the guys that work there from doing it, so I mean, you got that going for you. But I don't know how open he is with his beard. That sounds terrible. So yeah, I don't know. If you want to, you're more than welcome to come in and try. Bjorn, if you could have designed. Wow, I can't even read this. Let me try that one more time. If you could have a mini design, what would it be? What would you like it to be, and for what game? Ooh. There's actually a program on the interwebs called I just forgot it. I was all like, oh, I'm about to sound really, really smart and educated and have a proper answer for this. Nope, I sound like a moron. Hero Forge, that's what it's called, and now I remember it. Where you can actually design your own mini and they will make it for you. The thing is, they didn't have all the little options available that I wanted, because I was actually going to make a little miniature version of myself. Problem is that the miniature version of myself with the mohawk has a mohawk that's like a foot high. So I was like, oh, I have to trim it to meet like the height that my hair is. But I was all excited because I was going to make a miniature version of myself and put it on my desk and be like, haha, go me. But if I could make one, I would probably make some sort of a mix of a steampunk pinup girl riding a motorcycle of some kind, because that's just all the little things that I like in life. And it would probably be from Malifaux, just because it fits that theme. I can't really see a pinup girl fitting into War Machine or on a motorcycle. I can't really see, actually it might work for Infinity, but the steampunk thing doesn't really work for Infinity because it's all supposed to be dystopian future, so it probably would fit best in a Malifaux type game where everything's already kind of set to that steampunkish theme. So yeah, but that would be the type of mini I would want to get designed. So yeah, there you go. And the last comment I have here is from Axis762. Poutine is so good is the reason why I have skin grafts. Oh. I feel like you need to elaborate on that. Whoop, sorry. Did you burn yourself while making poutine? Did you spill it on yourself? I'm sorry, I'm trying to picture stuff, and now I'm just picturing like someone spilling a hot form of anything on their lap and burning their crotch. Oh, that's not pleasant. Anyway, that's all the comments I have for today. So I still have another like 5 minutes left of this drive. So I'm gonna try and think of something to talk about as I pull into the other lane here. Oh, I know what I can talk about. One of the questions that came up on the sit and talk was, I feel like one of my windows is open, weird, was, have I ever gone up to a girl and been turned down? Well, yes, I'm pretty sure everybody's gone up to a girl and been turned down before. The next follow-up thing was, can you do an experiment for mini wargaming fans and actually go up to a girl and try and ask her out? And then it was like, yeah, I bet you can get a hottie. I don't think I can do it for mini wargaming. I can say that right now because I don't think Matt and Dave would approve of me just going around trying to pick up girls. That's more of a keys to the VIP thing. I'm sorry, I'm answering this question because it kind of stuck out with me. I thought it was funny. But an odd story that kind of went along with that one, and I kind of wish that I had a camera, was Sunday. My parents took me out for lunch, and I went out in like my terrible looking state. I looked like death. I'm like, I'm there. My parents are like, you okay? I'm like, I haven't had a Coke or an energy drink in 3 days. They're like, ooh, you want a Coke? I was like, no, I've gotten this far. I want a water. I'm like, okay, all right. So I'm looking like death. I've barely eaten, and the waitress comes up, and the waitress is gorgeous. Like, wow. That was really bright. So, the waitress is absolutely gorgeous, and I'm like in no position to flirt at all. I'm sitting there, I'm looking like death, and I'm with my parents. And the entire restaurant is absolutely packed, but she keeps coming up to our table and being like, oh, do you need it? Do you guys need anything? Can I get you anything? Are you okay? I'm like, I'm fine. She's like, okay. I got you another water because I noticed your other water was running low. I'm like, well, thank you. I appreciate that. She's like, no problem. Do you need anything for your food? Can I get you guys anything else? We're like, no, we're good. Okay. Probably like 3 minutes later, it comes back. Do you guys need anything else? I noticed your water was running low. Do you want me to get another water for you? I'm like, no, that's the same empty glass that was there when you left the first time. I still have a full one right here. She's like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Let me grab that for you. I'm like, okay. Wow. What's going on? So, anyway, parents visit, everything like that. We start leaving, and she's standing by the waitress is standing by the bar as we're all making our way out, and she keeps like, she looks at me, smiles. I'm like, okay. I smile back. I'm like, okay, whatever. Then she waved at me. I'm like, we're literally 10 feet away from each other. Okay. So I'm like, okay. wave back, whatever. And then I start to leave, and the one girl walks up, like the one girl that she was talking to at the bar walks up. She's just like, I'm sorry, this is gonna sound really weird. My friend wants to know if she could have your number. I'm like, my parents are standing right beside me at this point. I'm like, no. Okay. So it was just a really weird experience, because like I've never had that happen where I've been out with my parents and been hit on. It was odd. It was a weird experience. Words can't even describe how uncomfortable that was for me. So I feel bad. I gave her my dad's phone number. I gave him fair warning too. I was just like, the girl asked me for my number. I gave her yours. He's like, sweet. It's like, alright, whatever. This should be interesting. There's a policeman up there pulling people over. Oh, he's on the other side of the road. Well, never mind then. I'm not worried. I do need to get in this lane, but excuse me. Ah, there goes my Gatorade. I feel oddly energetic for somebody who has like barely any sugar in their system. Well, I'm about to have a lot more sugar in my system. And we're gonna hear that. There we go. So, yeah, that was my weird experience over the weekend. That and just detoxing. So, yeah, okay, here, I'm leaving this one open for comments, because I want to hear other stories like this. Has anybody else gone out and like had a weird experience where it's like the most inappropriate time for somebody to be trying to ask you out or hit on you or anything like that at all? Please. Even if it's like somehow this is how you got your girlfriend, let me know, because that was weird. Really weird. Like, she was gorgeous, but at the same time, it's like, wow, no, that was a little too strong. And by a little, I mean like, you came on way too strong there. So, yeah. Anyway, now I can't eat at that restaurant anymore. Thanks, random lady. But yeah, leave your comments below, guys, and let me know what strange encounters you've had there, and I will definitely read those comments tomorrow for everyone to enjoy, because those are always fun. So, and if you want me to like leave your name out when I'm reading it, I'm not going to. I'm totally gonna read your name. I was gonna be like, put a little asterisk next to it, but I'm like, but then people will just see the video and be like, oh, well, who left that comment? Let's go check the comments and read them. So I'm just gonna read your name. So, sorry. C'est la vie. I'm willing to bet right now, most of the people who are watching this are just like, I don't care about your stupid story. Who won the model? Everybody wants to know who won the model. And I'm actually going to... I'm not going to tell you. I hold all the cards. Welcome to my world. No, I'm just kidding. I'm actually going to stop this video once we get into the parking lot and then continue it in the office, because I need to pull up all the comments and do a random draw. And so you guys can see it is random. So, plus you're gonna get to see me walking into the office with all the guys, which is always fun. And it's 9 o'clock. Oh, I have a feeling someone's gonna get offended by that terrible accent. I don't know who, but somebody will be. See, guys, this is what happens when I run out of comments. I start rambling about random stuff, like encounters in restaurants with my parents and detoxing. Wow, every time I say detoxing, I'm like, I sound like a drug addict. I did some hard drugs, but I'm clean now. Yeah, hard drug called Rockstar. Wow, that is a full-ish parking lot. And that's Gatorade slipping all over the place. Alright, so I'm officially in the parking lot, guys. Blah, 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 blah. I'm going to stop the video, and I will continue it once I get to the office. Ah. Hey there, guys. So, I went into the office. I did a little random number generator and found a winner for the thing. I was going to film it in the office. The only problem is that it's kind of difficult when we have 2 guests and everybody's in the office. It's really loud. I tried filming it twice and I couldn't even hear myself. So, anyway, I'm outside. I'm walking to the Quickie Mart, basically, to grab myself something to eat really quick. And I figured I'd let you guys know who the winner was. So, congratulations to Thomas Collier. I think that's how I pronounce your name. You are the official winner of the model, so I will message you on Facebook and you will get some information on how to get that sent to you. But congratulations, buddy, and to everybody who participated, thank you so much for participating. I definitely appreciate it.
As always, be sure to comment down below to let me know if there's any questions you'd like me to answer, stuff like that. And thanks so much for watching. Have a good one, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.